What's up, guys? It's SNKR Talk. Hope you guys are having a great week. So excited about the show. I feel like this is going to be an awesome show. I say that every week, but I completely agree. Hey to everybody joining on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hope you guys had a great week. Comment down below how your week was. Want to hear how you're doing. Want to see how you're doing. Also comment what sneakers you wore. What sneakers did you wear this week? I know DC23 told me he wore some. Here we go.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Had some family I had set up in one place, but I had to switch everything up and yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good. I am trying to get my headset right. Good Lord. Hold on one second. Let's see if this works. My God. Come on. Sorry, guys. All right, finally. There we go. Figure it out. So, if you guys saw my in-home studio, you would laugh. It's creative. It's creative, literally. So, Tari, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good, man. Yourself?
It is good to talk to you, man. It is very, very good to talk to you. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Oh, thanks, DC. DC said he loved the ACG hat. I had to represent tonight, of course, with the
Oh, yeah, the ACG Terra Gobes. Comfortable shoe. Super comfortable shoe. That is true. Read that comment.
I do. DC said Tari always gives us a hint of what shoes he's going to talk about with his hat, with the hats that he wears.
That is true. That's a good observation. I like that. Yeah.
And also, DC, I'm loving what you're doing on Instagram, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. I
love seeing everything that you're doing and your Insta stories. So good job, DC.
Yeah. Give him a follow. DC_20, the word 23. DC_23.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, man.
So, how's everything going?
Man, it has been a good week. It's been a good week, and then also like it's had its challenges. Yesterday, I actually had to leave work early because I was feeling kind of sick. I didn't have COVID, so calm down, everybody.
All right, I was about to disconnect real quick. Okay, we're good.
So that's funny. But oh, my wife is on. Shout out to
Lori
watching on Instagram. Shout out to her. The best thing that's ever happened to me right there. So now I lost my train of thought. Oh, I got sick on Friday, and so I did the workout at I work out at a gym. I have a gym. I work at a gym. I worked out there, did the workout. It was a cardio workout, and after the workout, man, I felt terrible. Like I had no energy. I felt like I was like, and I had eaten a little bit before, but I couldn't figure out why. I've never felt like so. My hands felt heavy. My body felt like I was sitting straight up, but I feel like I was tilting over, and
really?
I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, really weird. But I did my InBody today. Shout out to InBody.
Shout out InBody.
Shout out InBody.
I'm still in keeping communication with InBody right now.
Shout out InBody. I did my InBody test, and I gained weight.
Really?
But the good thing is, I gained weight because my muscle went up.
There you go.
And my body fat went down. My muscle went up by 4%, and my body fat went down by 2%.
Let's go.
So literally, I gained about 2 to 3 pounds of muscle, and it made me think. I didn't have enough electrolytes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hard cardio workout, and I didn't eat enough. I didn't have calories. I burned a lot of calories, and I didn't have enough. So,
yes, you have to up those calories, keep the calories going, stay hydrated. So props to you, man. Congratulations on that. Keep up the good work. So I'm curious, what have you changed in the last couple of weeks as far as your workout routine? Have you incorporated more like weight-bearing exercises, or getting a little bit more on the weights?
Yeah. Good. So this week, I did one cardio, and we have what they call this. We have a burn session, we have 2 burn sessions a week, on Mondays and on Thursdays. And then we have a base and a build day, which is on Tuesday and Wednesday. And those are where you're trying to build your core and then also getting stronger.
Right.
So I missed Monday, but I did the base, the build. So basically I worked out and we lifted heavier on those days. And I did 1 day of cardio, and I noticed that my body fat went down. My body fat has gone down. When I started out, this is so exciting for me, guys. So, when I started out, my body fat was at 42%. Now I'm at 35.
Good. And how many months has it been?
I started in June.
Okay.
And when I started, my body mass I was 105 pounds of fat. Now I'm at 88.4 pounds of fat.
Hey, man, you're doing good.
Come on now.
Props to you.
Shout out, man. Keep up
the good work.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
You're telling us this, but we can also see it. Like, we see the changes in you. Dee called it out when you first started dropping. She said, man, his face looks so much slimmer. And then when I saw you, like, I was like, he really is, like, slimming up. You're looking good. So keep up the good work.
Appreciate that, man. Shout out. Also, shout out to Embody.
Yeah, shout out Embody.
This stuff right here helps me know the little details of, am I actually making progress? I use it as my weekly progress report, and
it's good when you can see those results, man.
Yeah.
You're tracking it. You're seeing how far you're coming along, and that just kind of pushes you, because you have your weeks where it plateaus, but like, hey, I came this far. I just got to switch up some things, keep pushing. I know the change is going to come again. So that's what it's all about, man, tricking that body.
Yeah.
Keeping the calories in, staying hydrated. Good job, man.
Appreciate
so props to you again.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So tell me about your week. How does your week go?
My week's going pretty well. I'm back. I am back to weight training. I'm not running right now. I'm getting a lot of my cardio through like the rowing machines that I have, bikes, treadmills, kettlebell swings, skiers, and stuff like that. I really haven't. I ran a couple of times, but I'm still trying to stay away from the running right now, because I know once I go out there, I know I'm gonna go stupid, with the better terms, But I'm just staying in the gym, man, mostly doing the weight training, because I felt like I was getting a little soft, so I'm trying to tighten everything back up. So I'm trying to get on those.
You heard it here. Tari is soft. Breaking news.
Yeah, but it feels good to start back lifting. And I'm not doing a lot of heavy weights right now, but I am doing a lot of functional training, hit circuits and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm loving it. I'm just glad to be back in the gym and feeling good.
Yeah.
So I've had a pretty good week. It's been productive. So I can't complain at all about anything that I'm doing.
How's your eating going?
It's going it's going well. I'm doing a lot better. Definitely doing a lot better, and still have room for improvement.
Yeah.
But a lot better than what it was. I'm taking the time to eat throughout the day, snack, have my cashews and almonds and all that good stuff where I can get a handful here and there. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely going better.
Nice. Congrats, man. Congrats.
Thank
little
you, man.
Step by little step,
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I just said facts. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I got to shout out this jacket. It's a New Balance jacket.
I was peeping it. I was like trying to. I saw kind of like a little something, but I couldn't really tell. It's nice. I like that.
I know, right? It's a little cold here. It's a little cold. It's around the 70s, 60s, 70s. So
Really, it's
yeah.
still. I didn't realize how hot it was today because I'm getting to work at between 5 and 5:30, and so I didn't realize how hot it was today. So I'm inside. My first time stepping outside was around like 11:30 today.
Yeah.
And I took a step outside. It was scorching out there. So of course I loved it because I had a group out there doing sprints up and down the road and the hills and stuff like that. So I love that. They hated it, but I enjoyed it watching.
Hey, I was telling everybody how much I'm looking forward to this show.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell them what our main subject is, and then they'll be able to kind of understand why we're asking all these questions. Today we're going to talk about what is success. What is success? What is success? And we spoke briefly about this, in our pre-show meeting about it. But we're really we're going to hear from you guys. Tell us what you think in the comments below. Watching on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're watching, YouTube. Share this video. It's really going to help somebody. We're going to talk about success, what it is from a sneaker standpoint, from a life standpoint, and you're really going to enjoy it. So
yes.
Let's get into it. What do you want to do first? You want to do our soul session first? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can do soul session first.
All right, let's do our soul session. I'm going to ask you first. I went first last week. So, and then if you're watching, DC, go ahead and comment down below once you hear this question. Tell us what you think. All right, here we go.
Success is being content. Okay, go ahead.
All right.
That's from DC.
All right. What 3 moments of your life did you feel the most successful and why? Read it again. What 3 moments of your life did you feel the most successful and why?
First, I have to say when I finished college.
Okay.
Right? Because
right.
that was a step in the direction I wanted to move in my career. Second, I would have to say when I opened my business.
Okay.
With very little funds, I had a barbell, a couple of plates, and an exercise ball. and I had a 2,200 square foot facility.
Yeah.
And even though I started out small and I knew it was going to be grind time when I opened up, I looked at it and I was excited because I had a vision. I saw the potential of where I could be.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't have a bunch of weights, but when I tell you I made that work, the Lord blessed me to make that work. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm always looking like whatever stepping stone I have that I achieve is one step closer to my vision of what I really want to do. So that was just one piece of the puzzle that I wanted to accomplish in my life. And third, I have to say when I got my family. That was my third. Because I never really looked at having one.
Really?
I also driven at what I wanted to accomplish. As far as like, I want to have this business, I want to do this investment, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then once you have it and you look and you just like, man, this is crazy. It's a good feeling, but it pushes me more in the other direction, right? To have that support and to accomplish other things. Ideas change, goals change as you see it, because now it's not just about self, but it's about a group.
Yeah.
And those are my 3. That's what really pushed me. I had one more, but I left it out. It's gonna sound crazy, but when I had to shut down.
Really?
When I shut down.
When you shut down your business, you felt the most successful? How?
Because I still kept the vision and I was like, I still knew what I could do. Even though I didn't have that, I already had a plan where I'm going to do this, right? So what it did, it gave me more opportunity to go out and do things that I really wanted to do Well, I really wanted to do that, but it gave me opportunity to get involved in other things that deal with my vision that I really wanted to do. So it gave me the freedom to move more. And it was really cloudy because of what I was going through. And then once I let it go and I sat on it and I relaxed and really thought on it and prayed, like my eyes open, it was a lot clearer, and I was like, okay, this is my plan of attack. So it just gave me more freedom to accomplish some things I wanted to do, and I did, and I'm still doing a lot. But that was, I know it sounds odd, but I was drowning in that, so I kind of lost where I was trying to go because I was so busy focusing on that and just that little space, and not realizing it's so much more to do and accomplish.
Wow. So for a person that's watching that's maybe trying to find their faith, describe to them your moment of success when you said, you were praying, and, describe to a person that's maybe doesn't believe in God or questioning who God is, if God is even real. How would you describe that experience of defining success by searching out and finding, what you say is a higher power, God? How would you describe that? How would you describe to a person that maybe doesn't believe?
Well, it was a lot of silence.
A lot of silence, okay.
A lot of not hearing anything.
Yeah.
But faith comes by what?
Hearing.
And so just what I exposed myself to and what I was around, and just hearing anything and knowing what I've witnessed before in my life, I knew that everything would be fine. You just got to stay focused and not get, because it's easy to go and pick up a bottle or go hang out over here or go smoke this or that. That's easy, right? That just a temporary fix and make you forget about your problems, but it's not solving anything. It just brings you further and further down, right? So and I've seen so much that I didn't want to go down certain roads. And I know how I was raised a certain way too. And I grew up in the church home a certain way, and I know what kind of family I have. That's what pushed me. And I know if you stay the course, eventually work out. Just because you don't hear anything don't mean nothing's going on. God's still working it out, right? And it's a learning process during the silence as well. So you just got to stay the course, pray, meditate on the Lord, and it'll come. Yeah. You just got to know. You just got to know, like, you just got to keep believing. You just got to know. And wait for it. You can't, it's not going to come when you want it. It's going to come when he wants you to have it. So you just got to stay the course.
Cool. Yeah. Well, you said it there. You heard it there, guys. I'm going to read a comment from Instagram from DC23. This was going off our question of what 3 moments in your life did you feel the most successful? He said, honestly, it's unfortunate, but I have a general negative narrative that I have about have a problem of always feeling like I could do a little more, which drives success, but drives away contentment. This is a personal journey I'm working on daily.
That's true. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like you're not the only person that goes through that, DC. Success, we'll get into a little bit more, but also you look at some of the great athletes of our day, or even that have retired, and if they don't find a way to channel that into something, they feel like they have no purpose because their success was something that they did. So we'll get into that as we continue to go on throughout the show. The 3 things that I felt the most successful was, first, when Lori said yes to me to marry me, because I felt like that was like amazing, because I had nothing. I didn't have a car. I was living at home with my mom. I was working at a grocery store. And my wife had graduated from college, had her first job, had a car, and was doing all this stuff. And she just saw me and she just believed in me, and it's one thing that was a success. The next one would probably be, I had really worked on learning German. I was involved in a travel agency company when I was in Lakeland, Florida. And I ended up getting the opportunity to go to Germany. And I got to get over there and use my German, and saw that I'd worked for months and months and years on improving my German. And I was able to use it. And I felt so successful because I was at a restaurant and I got to order food for my wife and I, and, still speak to the guy. And it was so cool. It was just so cool. It was an awesome experience. And then the last one I would probably say is, I would probably say I had a dream of going to California. And I got to go to California and spend about a couple months out there. And man, the situation wasn't the greatest, but I enjoyed that experience. That was so much fun. And just being in California, and it was something I dreamed of years and years and years and years and years ago, but I was finally able to do it. So yeah.
What's up, D? D's joining us.
Hey, D from Instagram. Great photographer. If you're looking for photography in the area of Lakeland, Tampa, Orlando, shout her out.
So that's pretty cool that you say the situation was the best, but you still had a good time. And I looked at it and I also had one of those, like my situation was the best, but it still like opened my eyes, and it was a lot of time spent with Diana during that time as well.
Yeah.
And that was probably during our first year of marriage.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could also say success. One of the most successful moments I felt was when Laura and I realized where we were at a place in our marriage that was really, really tough. Like I would put it there. We were on the verge of, we had no place to live. We had all of our stuff in a car, and I had made some dumb decisions financially. And so we were living in, and we just kind of came to this place where we were like, all right, we don't know what we're going to do. And it was one of those times where it was the worst of times, but it was also the best of times because we just made a decision. We said, all right, we're going to be with each other no matter what. We were in our car, you know what I mean? Like, no place to sleep. And when we kind of came to that point, then we got a call from an employer and was like, hey, we know you guys are struggling. We'll give you guys a townhouse to stay in, rent-free, live here, da-da-da-da, everything we needed. And people were like, oh, that's coincidence. No, I believe it was providence. I think God was looking out for us.
Always a ram in the bush.
It was providence, or in other words, it was coincidence. In my belief, is God's second name. Where it comes across that, oh, it was a coincidence, but I feel like I've seen it before. I believe that is God's second name. That's just my personal belief on it. So those are my three right there. Those are my three.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that last one.
Man, we almost gave up. But I feel like
have.
Yeah.
You could easily. It's easy to throw in the towel.
Yeah. And let's go into this next question define success in three characteristics. It can be, success is this, success is that, success is whatever. But how do you define, comment down below, how do you define success? What three characteristics?
My first is believing in yourself.
Okay.
Why? And that's in whatever. Because it's never going to be a smooth road. And I was always taught, if it is, and nothing's going, and everything is smooth, something's not right. So I don't care what it is. And I'm not just talking about, when I'm talking about this, I'm just not talking about business. It's come to a point where you always have to encourage yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't believe, you don't succeed. So you got to believe to succeed. That's how I feel. My second is having the mind to learn, having an open mind. I always try to be a sponge.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I can say that. No, that's true. Yeah.
I'm never going to get in a situation where I think I know it all. I don't care if someone's telling you something, you already know it. I listen anyway. Even though I already know it, it's not hurting you at all. But you never know what kind of gems you might get. So I'm always like, you always have to learn, be willing to learn, be a sponge, soak it in, surround yourself with success in whatever it is.
Yeah.
And my third is over deliver. Over deliver is something I learned from Magic Johnson. So Magic Johnson,
yeah, mm-hmm.
I love like hearing him speak. If he writing something, I read. To me, that's like, he's one of my top 5 people that I follow.
Yeah.
And just his mindset and the things that he overcame in his life. Because the stuff he's went through, it's a lot of people would have put a gun in their head and blew their brains out because they felt like life was over. And then when his wife told him, get up, get out this house, and don't you come back until you have your stuff together. You know, and to me, like, so, you know, he had that force, that wife to push him, and what he learned throughout his life was over deliver. Always go above and beyond what you set to do. And I feel like I've always done that. But when I heard him say it, I realized it, and I want to continue to keep it going, keep over delivering. And I feel like if you do that, more things will come your way, and the more successful you can get in whatever it is. Like, so again, I'm not talking about just when it comes to business. It could be marriage, it could be anything. Always over deliver, do more than what you can, over what you set out to do.
Wow, that's good, man. Go ahead and read that comment from Instagram for DC.
Okay, DC commented, hitting milestones, achieving goals, others around you benefiting from achievement, being content.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a big statement right there. I like that.
Yes.
Wow. I love how he said, others around you benefiting from that achievement.
Yeah.
Wow. I think success without the people around you going up with you is not really a success at all. I know people are on him right now, but LeBron James, look at the people that he's brought up around him that are doing well. Not because of he's force feeding them and giving them money on the side, but because they're running business and they've been able to succeed because he's opened the door for them.
Right.
So success, like 3 characteristics I always say is like, my mentor taught me this. He's the guy who gave me my first opportunity in soccer professionally. Consistency plus time plus the right environment equals results. Consistency. So success for me is being consistent. Do you show up every day? Are you on time? Is it 1 month you're good, next month you're average? You know, time. Like, what do you do with the time you have? Do you invest it, or you just waste it? And then the right environment. Who are the people that you surround yourself with? And we talked about it a little bit last week. Do you surround yourself with people that know more than you? You know, and that's something I still have to continue to improve. Surround yourself with people that are smarter than you in areas, smarter than you in finance, smarter than you in. So success for me is those consistency plus time and environment. Am I consistent in my marriage? You know, am I investing time into my wife? You know, am I putting her in an environment where she continues to get better? She feels comfortable. So, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I want to read this from Instagram, DC. He said, Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard would be Charles Barkley without LeBron. Shots fired. Great.
Pew pew.
Great players, but without that final achievement.
That's so true. That's so true. So two things. What you said about LeBron, because early in his career, because those were his boys that he played ball with, that he grew up with. Mm-hmm. They told him it would never work. Now look,
it's worked.
It worked. They have Clutch Sports. Rich Paul signed a global deal with is it Clutch Sports? No, Clutch Sports is theirs, whatever. But
Clutch Sports is the agency. Yeah.
And Chris Paul signed a global deal. Those guys are so successful around him. They told him it never worked. But what I also respect, those guys taking their position seriously and not just going off his name, trying to take his money, but they actually was successful and that team grew. Now, what DC is saying about AD and Dwight Howard is so true. Because really, Dwight Howard's career was over. But he put the work in to get healthy. And I really do believe LeBron was behind bringing Dwight Howard in there. And, of course, AD, he signed with Clutch Sports. But that's another story. But bringing those guys in there, I really agree with DC on that.
Yeah. I agree. And going off what you just said, which was on point, the biggest success is the one that you do with other people, or the biggest success is the one that the other people can follow in after you're gone. You look at what Walt Disney has done, and he's not even around to see it.
That's true.
I mean, let's just even smaller fit. Think of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. That guy didn't have success until 75 years old.
Miami Dolphins. Look at that guy. Putting the pieces around you to be successful. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure because, I read about all of this, but I'm pretty sure he didn't have a high school diploma. I want to say, but he put the pieces around him to be successful.
Yeah.
And to get it. I need to go back and read that story again too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, there's plenty of people, and I want to ask this question, and you guys that are watching, tell me what you think. Is success more about the person, or is it more about how do I want to say it? Is success more about the person's journey, or is it more about the location or the destination which a person arrives to? Does it make sense?
Yeah. I feel like the journey has a lot to do with it.
Have you ever gotten to somewhere where you wanted to be, like you wanted to go to a place, you got there, and then you weren't like, what's the word?
Almost like it wasn't what you thought it was going to be.
That's it. Yeah. Has that happened to you?
I have to think about that. I really have to think about that.
Surprisingly, Germany was that for me.
Really?
Even though it was I felt the most successful because I finally got there and I was able to use my German, I hit the point where I was like, this is it. I had waited so long to get there. And then it hit me. It was a process that was the fun part. Even though at the time I only saw it as a struggle. Trying to learn, trying to practice, late nights working with Duolingo or other language apps. And then being made fun of, oh, you speak German, oh, it's funny, why you need that, blah, blah. But when I finally was able to use it, it was success. quote unquote. But the location wasn't the success. It was the process. Because now I can go back and replicate it.
Right.
So, yeah.
That was a good one. All right, so I'm going to read a couple of comments from DC. Referring back to just a little sports humor. DC say still waiting for that Clippers chip. DC, I would get into it with you, right now, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I was gonna say I'm gonna keep it positive tonight, but believe we're gonna touch on that later on. And I saw your Instagram story about Ty Lue, but we'll talk about that another time. But the second comment he made was, many times that's why I struggled with that success feeling. I often reach the peak, and I set before, only to see that the next peak I could push myself towards again, so good and bad.
Yeah, wow. That's so true.
Yeah.
And man, that's the thing that I feel like I'm learning in my life right now is, if you chase the location, like if I can just get there. I mean, if you honestly think about it, you're kind of living and you're there years ago. You're like, man, if I could get my own business, I'll be all right. Now you got your own business. You know what I mean? Like, if I could just coach at a professional level, I'd be all right. I've done that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. Because you think, like, if I could just I'll be successful. Or if I could just meet such and such. If I could just get to California.
Right.
And I got there and it was not what I expected. It was a beautiful city. Beautiful. Beautiful. California is beautiful. But ultimately, the process that took me there was way, 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 way more, because I got to experience it and I got to learn from it. And now I have that here. And I feel like the greatest business people could lose it all, but they have it here. And they can rebuild it.
Right. So. That was good. But I'm still gonna have to sit down and actually think about have I ever made it to a point that I wanted to make, and it wasn't what I thought it was. I'm not sure.
Cool. I thought if I got a certain pair of sneakers, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, that's cool. On to the next one.
And another reason, because I always go into something like, when I see it, I know I don't want to be there for a long time, right? So I own the gym, but I'm not going to necessarily discuss it, but I know when I'm going to shut it down and not wanting it. Like, I know when I would like to be done with it. But before I be done with it, it's other things that I want in place so I always get to a point and want more. I always have a plan. Like, I'm going to be there for a certain amount of time and then I'm moving on. So if it's not what I think it is, I'm going to work it, but I know I'm working towards another goal.
Yeah.
So I guess I always have that in mind. I never have anything in mind that I want to do forever. Or it might be in the same realm of things, but I just want to take it to new heights. That's why I always want to take to the next level. And then that almost goes back to what DC said about not being content. Right? So when DC typed that, I can relate to him on that, because I'm never really content. I always want, like, to maybe take it to the next level. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always looking so I can relate to DC on that.
Yeah. And I feel like I watch sneaker YouTubers talk all the time, and they're like, man, this is my grail. I'm like, I could have sworn I heard you say that 6 episodes ago about that last shoe.
Yeah.
And I know for me, the times where I've had the most shoes in my closet are the times I feel like I have the least to wear. I'm like, man, I got all these shoes and I can't even wear them. Like it doesn't even look good. You know what I mean? And by the time your not appetite, but your sneaker style has changed. You know, you can't always wear flashy shoes now because you have to. Maybe you're in a business setting.
Yeah.
You know, so it's funny, man. It's funny that I think what we kind of came to the conclusion is, well, could we say that success is being content without being apathetic? What do you think? Nah. Tari's like, nah, that's not me.
DC, what you think?
Tari was like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
That was funny. Yeah. So, I do want to go ahead and, since we were talking briefly about sneakers, let's talk about. Hey, Rachel. Let's talk about what are the three must-have characteristics for you to buy a sneaker?
Well, first, really quick, Rachel, you missed the most important part. You just missed what we were talking about earlier, which you could relate to. So Rachel is the one that's helping me out with my social media. And everything we just discussed earlier relates to something that we discussed yesterday.
Really?
Yes. But appreciate you joining in and say hello.
What's up, Rachel?
So 3 characteristics. So
yeah.
Let's go off each other. Okay. So my first is support.
What do you mean? Going deeper with that.
As far as like how it feels on my shoe, the way I land, the way I run, is it comfortable? Do I feel stable? Does it feel stable? I need to feel stable. So, for instance, like some of the Flyknits they first started, buying, I just didn't feel like I had a lot of support in them, right? Yeah. And that's something I just don't like about shoes. So I end up giving them away and investing in some other shoes. Yeah. So support is a big thing for me when I'm purchasing a shoe. Yeah. Well, I would say 95% of the time. Some shoes are just fire, and I was like, hey, I'm just going to deal with it. It's not like I'm walking around all day just wearing it for a couple of hours, and that's what it is.
Yeah, I got you. For me, I would have to say it's got to be the comfort of a shoe. How comfortable is a shoe? Because I hate walking around in uncomfortable shoes. Comment down below if that shoe. It has to be comfortable. You know, there's sometimes where, you know, you have to take that risk. Oh, it's just a great shoe. You know, I'll go with, you know, how uncomfortable it is. But for me, it's got to be comfortable.
My second is durability.
Really?
Yeah. That's my second. Because I even though I switch them out like every whatever, you know, I'm still trying to that's still a major part when I purchase a shoe. Yeah. Because I'm hard on shoes. I'm very hard on shoes. And I put them on my feet, and that's what it is. Like, I know some people put the steel toe things in there to keep from creasing and stuff like that. And when I wear my shoes, I want to move like I want to move. Yeah. Right. So I'm hard on shoes. You never know. I might get the itch to run or something like that. So I have fresh kicks, and I'm gonna go run. Hey, it is what it is. I look at it. Shoes get released all the time. Yeah. It's fine. It's cool. Yeah. I clean them up, but I mean, come on. It's a shoe. If you were to leave today or tomorrow, somebody gonna wear the shoes or they getting trashed. Just wear the shoes, dude. It's cool. Yeah.
The next thing I would have to go into is definitely the aesthetic of the shoe. Like, how does it look? It's got to be comfortable. It's got to look good. Like today I'm wearing these right here. You know, these are the night joggers. Comfortable. All black. Adidas. Comfortable. Look good. Retro runner. Model look. And that for me is my second. What about you? What's your last one?
That was my last one.
Yeah, aesthetic.
That was definitely my last one.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily relate to you about that today because people like really dogged out what I wore today.
What'd you wear today?
I wore my Canyons, man, my sandals, my Nike Canyons. And
I'm
some
not
people's
a fan
like,
of those. I might be.
Is that orthopedic shoe you got on? I heard it all. I heard some other stuff that I can't really say. It might be very offensive to, like, so I mean, I text it to you or call you after the show. But yeah, they dogged out my sandals, man. But hey, I'm gonna rock them. But I will say this: one of the boys from the gym went to cop some yesterday. He thought they was fire. Dude, let me do a photo shoot in them, and I'm gonna send you some pics. And there go Rachel. Rachel, she talk about my sandals, man. She dogged my sandals out.
I can't go with the sandals, man.
Oh my goodness, dude!
People that wore sandals, especially like in middle school. This is going back. I used to wear sandals in middle school, and they used to run around the track, and I hear the flapping. They used to go so fast. I was like, that'll never happen to me, man. That'll never happen.
Wear those anymore.
Yeah. Let's read some of these comments really quick. I'm going to read DC23 from Instagram said, overall, basically what he likes, he needs to have in a shoe is overall design first and for sure. Colorway and comfort is a plus. A plus? I don't know about that one. He said, we've all worn that shoe, that ugly shoe that looked good.
Hey, shoes don't make the man make the shoes. That's what I say.
Yeah, I agree.
And Rachel, I still look fly. Just wait. I got something special for y'all, man. I'm gonna hit y'all across the head with some drip. That's what the kids say, right? Drip. I'm gonna hit y'all across the head with some drip.
BC also said, for sports, it's different requirements. It's fit, functional, and durability. I've definitely worn ugly shoes that felt good, pretty opposite in the reasoning for sports. I agree with that. And Tari's wife said, those sandals are ugly.
Dude, it's a lot of haters in the comments right now.
Oh, man.
A lot of haters at the gym.
There's some hate in the comments right now. Rachel also said, please do not wear those anymore. You've been banned. Oh, man. Yeah. I do agree with what DC from Instagram also said. The Jordan 1s are not comfortable, but they're top 3 sneakers forever. I agree with that.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to. I think so too. And I'm not a Jordan guy. I wouldn't say top 3. Well, dang,
don't put your sandals up at top 3.
Top 5. Top 5, DC. I'll give you top 5 on that one.
Guys, comment down below if you feel that the Jordan 1 is a top 3 sneaker. The Jordan 1 should be in the top 3 of sneakers.
Yep.
Tari's going crazy.
My boy Brock just joined in really quick. He liked the sandals too, dude. He's gonna cop some. His boy John bought some sandals yesterday.
Tari, you can't be leading people down these terrible.
Nike Canyon sandals photo shoot coming soon. I'm releasing all photos within the next week and a half. And I'm putting the fire emoji next to it. No, I'm putting 3 fire emojis next to it. Think it's a game.
Hopefully
Think it's a game. Hey, DC, hopefully. I'm going to put a list together and I'm going to let you know. I'm going to have a list. Let's make that part of next show. I'm going to have the list and I'm going to do top 5. DC, bring your top 5. Anthony, bring your top 5. And my Canyons might make an appearance in the top 5. You never know.
Good God. Help us all, Lord.
It's coming too. Give me a week and a half. Let me get trimmed up. Let me get my fit together. The sandals gonna make a special appearance on the Instagram feed. Fire, fire, fire. That's all you're gonna see. That's all I'm gonna say in the comments.
Like, throw them in the fire. Oh, man. So,
I never felt so much. Oh, I feel it, man. It's wearing me down. All the hate.
The hate is coming through the screens right now. Oh man.
Oh, DC trying to kill me. Okay, DC.
What'd he say? Come hear what he said.
DC says, go ahead and add the crop Nike Dunks to then with this emoji. And then he said, going to be Canyons, Birkenstocks, and Crocs in my top 5 list of shoes. That's how you going to do me? Rachel says, just let me know when you're wearing those again so I don't come to the gym that day.
The roast is getting real right now. Good God. Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. Dang. You going to skip your workout over my sandals? DC, that's Tari.
How often do you wear the sandals?
Fridays. Every Friday. Friday fun day.
Okay.
Hey, my socks will be in next week, too, that go with the sandals. So you could, dang, why so much silence? Really, dude?
Oh man. Hey, I wanna ask this last question before, and thank you for everybody that's commenting and joining in.
Yes.
Thank you. You guys make this show so much fun. Share this when you see it on Instagram. Share this with us. Share this with friends. Reshare. Thank you for doing that. I want to talk about this. What are 3 characteristics that make you stay with a certain brand? So let's say, what are 3 characteristics that make you stay with Nike? What are 3 characteristics that make you stay with Adidas or whatever brand? What are 3 things that make you buy their products?
Oh, man. Well, I'm definitely going to say style. I'm going to have to go with Nike on that. Mm-hmm. And I do feel like they're ahead of the game when it comes to their technology as far as like comfort.
The sandal technology.
Yeah. Wait. Hey, give me 1 second.
Oh, no, man. No. Oh, man. Please don't do that, man. Why? Oh, no.
Hey.
No.
What you talking about? A little dirt underneath, because I wear them, man.
Hashtag wear your sandals.
Fire.
Oh, man. Oh my God, we just lost some viewership over that.
Somebody planning on cutting up my sandals tonight? I see knives in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah. So, those are my 2 right there, man.
Oh man, the comments are on fire tonight.
Goodness. Really? This what we doing tonight? Wait till y'all see that photo shoot. Fire.
The three things I look for in like a brand is like what Nike does, their originality, their ability to be consistent. Is their product going to be good over a period of time? And then also like the style, like how stylish is the shoe. And if you look at the way Nike produces shoes consistently, they'll stretch it out. They'll stretch it out to where it's like, it makes you question if I could pull that off. You know, what they did with their, we talked about it last episode with the Space Hippies, even with those sandals that we're talking about right now. But they really stretched it out. And also I want to show, I got to shout out DC23 because the sneakers right here, he designed these and sent these to Nike in 2000, year 2000. And these just came out. This is almost a replica of what he did. I'm not calling out Nike, but He designed these Pumas in 2000.
Yep, it was a few shoes.
Tell me, guys, in the comments below and also on YouTube and Instagram, wherever you're watching. Don't these look like replicas? Let me show you another one. Puma. He designed these in 2000. And now they just came out. So shout out to DC. He was way ahead of the game. Oh, I got to show you this too. I put this picture out. I asked people if I had drip or not. Tell me what you think. I had that starter, not starter, but that champion sweatshirt, some cargo jeans, some dunks on. Was it drip or nah? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, Tari is hating, bro. He's real silent. He's real silent.
I'm just a little salty right now. You know, I'm sitting here thinking about my outfit for my sandals. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I'm bringing it. It's going to be fire.
Oh, man. Tell me down in the comments below. Is it a good outfit? Is it drip or no? What do you think?
What shoes are those?
These are the waterproof dunks.
Oh, those are ones yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love those, man. I wore those this weekend, last weekend. So, all I can say, man, I think the outfit was fire. I'm not going to lie to you.
My outfit going to be fire, too, when I do this photo shoot.
I do agree with DC from Instagram. He said that Champion used to be a trash company, and now it is pretty much flipped from trash to, like, the top. Like, kids are, like, going crazy over it.
It is. It's crazy. I mean, is one point in time you can go catch it at Walmart on sale for $3.99, $4.99. Now you can go buy a piece for like $150 or something. They have like little they have pop-ups throughout the country, like solid pop-ups. And I knew they had one down in Miami a couple times that I knew about. And man, they had some fire stuff, but I'm just like, Champions.
Yeah. I remember when our coach bought us for our soccer coach in high school, he bought us some Champion warm-ups. We was like, are we broke?
Hey, he was ahead of the time, man. You know, he knew it was gonna be popping, so he went ahead and got on it first.
Yeah, I guess, man. That's what you call it. But hey, it has been a great show tonight. We are so excited for all the people that have joined it. It's been a really, really fun night. We are so thankful. Thank you for all the guys that are sharing on their social media about the show. It's really helping us. We had our biggest show last weekend, viewership-wise, and comments and everything. And we're also looking to take it to the next level. So we also wanted to tell you we are going to be growing it and adding new platforms to it. So you'll be able to watch it live with us on Facebook, on Twitch, on Periscope, on YouTube Live. So we are really, really excited about that.
Yes, we are. So, looking forward to it.
Tell them where they can find you, Tari.
YouTube, you can find me at T Fitness and Wellness. Instagram, I have a couple of pages now. Just made an exercise and nutrition page. That's T Fitness Wellness. I'm working on deleting the one before so I can put my "and" in it. And the other Instagram is T_FIIT, which is T Fit.
Yeah. You can find him. Go follow him. And then also you can find me at Kreativ Kompany, KREAITV, Kompany with a K, KOMPANY, Kreativ Kompany. We do stuff about faith, family, and fashion. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And I'm telling you, do not want to miss next week's show. It is going to be phenomenal. Next week at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will catch you guys later.
Yes, peace. Thanks for joining.
Peace. You guys have a great night.